Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. I got a couple of things on my mind today. Okay, got some good news. Got some other news. The good news is, no, I'm not. It's not a Geico commercial again. Anyway, the good news is I just went back to my doctor's office today. The weight loss doctor's office, matter of fact. And I lost another 3 pounds. So I'm actually down, within the past month, I'm down 7 pounds. I know you're going to say 7 pounds is not a lot of weight, but it does make the difference week after week when you lose an average about maybe 2 pounds a week. 2 to 3 pounds. And they told me my muscle weight is toned up because I started hitting the iron more. And my BMI went down by 2%. Woohoo! Which is good. That's where I want to be. That's exactly where I want to be. Another 10 pounds, I know I should be down even more. But they said my muscle strength did tone up, and I could see it did. I tried to tell my son that the other day. No, I don't see. You ain't got no guns. Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking in the mirror myself. I could tell at 52 I got guns. You know. But they ain't quite like his, but they're damn close. I know that. You know, so that means tomorrow when I go back to the gym, I gotta do some more strength training. And hit it with some more weights. Do more weights than I had been doing before. I was doing on most of the Nautilus equipment. I was doing average about 80 to 90 pounds anyway per lift. I mean, per rep, I was doing like maybe about 10 reps and 90 pounds. So I'm gonna try to increase it. Maybe I'll start back with that and increase it more or something. I don't know. But stay the course. But which means I'm gonna have to do more of that. I've been doing a combination of both though. I may do it and wait till Friday because, maybe I know I do. I do that, then I go back to do the cardio on Thursday, and then Friday I go back to doing it again. Anyway, what is all this traffic today? But I'm just glad that I'm actually able to lose the weight and see the results that I've always been wanting to see for a long time, that I hadn't been able to see for years. This year also means something special for me because this was the 10th anniversary when I lost the 40 pounds. I had lost 40 pounds in 2007 on my own, and it took me 2 months. Yeah, believe it or not, 2 months. So no one can ever tell me you can't do it. You can definitely do it. You can definitely do it. Now, by me being a little bit older, I just needed a little bit assistance on it. And that's the real reason why I actually started back doing what I'm doing now. And that's why I went to these guys. But because I started out and I had originally lost about 15 pounds on my own. But it took me a little longer, but then again, I was backsliding a little bit. Then I went to Nutrisystems and lost about 18 pounds. And then when I was at doing Nutrisystems, I was losing the weight, but I had too much sodium in my diet. And my doctor had to put me back on the pressure pills. Now today, after being with these guys for about almost 2 months, or close, not quite 2 months, I'll take that back, about a month and a half, I lost 7 pounds, but my blood pressure's down from 170 about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago almost, to now, about 124. She said 124. And the last previous check that I had from them 2 weeks ago was 136. So everything's working as far as that goes. And I went down from my last win was 251. Now I'm down to 247, which is good. Which means hopefully in the next few weeks I can actually get down closer to my total goal. At least I'm hoping. And I'm thinking right now, let me see. I'm actually 20 pounds. I'm 22 pounds from my original goal. My original goal was to be down to 225. I'm at 247, and I got 22 pounds to go. And hopefully, when I get to that goal, my stomach will be just about gone, or be in the last, it'll be last stages of all of that fat left over. Or at least it'll show a little sign of muscle anyway. But I feel good about that. At least the thing of it is today, it gave me something to feel really good about. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say something else too, because God's good all the time. I know this. I might have to rent this movie out again, because I was feeling it this morning. I watched. I hadn't seen it in a while. I hadn't seen it since I rented it out. The movie came out about 20 years ago, or close to 20 years ago. The Passion of Christ. Yes, that's the Mel Gibson directed film. That was in English and Italian subtitles. And I don't care what nobody says. That to me was the most amazing Christian film I have ever seen. Next to the when was out? Was Son of God? Or some the Bible / Son of God. That was really good. That was a great one too. I actually have a copy of that. I got the books at home as well. And but that one was good too. That was the closest one. I would say next to this one and that one. Those two were phenomenal. But the Passion of Christ. Now, I don't care whether you love Mel Gibson or not, you got to respect his game. That was an awesome film. I mean, I've watched a lot of movies over the years. I've never has a film, or a Christian film for that matter, affected me the way this movie did. I'm actually so enthralled by that film. I'm thinking the night before our church dedication this Saturday, I'm going to actually sit down and watch it again. I'm going to download it to my tablet or my phone, and I'm going to watch that movie again and get the same experience. I might even watch it in the original subtitles. That's how good it was. And I saw it. It was a non-English speaking version of it. And although I didn't understand what they were saying, but through, of course, the interpretation in the subtitles, in English subtitles, I had a better understanding of what was going on by watching the scenes. But the scenes and the music and everything was so moving to me. I cried the entire film. And it was a beautiful film. It was a beautifully shot film too. That's one thing I noticed about that film. Now remember, it was beautifully shot. I mean, beautifully shot. I've seen a lot of Christian films like, along the lines of Passion of Christ, but not quite like this. Not the way it was made, not the way it was shot, not the way it moved me. Nothing. I mean, it's like, and they were saying, fall in love with Christ again. That was the film that really, I'm telling you right now, it brought me to tears. Me talking about it right now, makes me almost want to well up again. Seriously, And the reason why I say this also, because I was thinking about that movie this morning, and I was thinking about what I had to deal with work and stuff, and I prayed on it even at work. Prayed on it home and prayed on it at work. Because there's nothing that I want to do better than other than take care of my family is be a faithful servant of God. And I want to do more. I really do. I really do. And I want to seek to do more. I've already wanted to look into theologian courses. I haven't really pursued like I want to. You know, I want to see about an online course. If somebody know about that, let me know. You know, I'm actually to a point now with all this mess going on today. We need more love, man. I'm telling you, I see a lot of hate over the years growing up in Cleveland and down here in the district, in these, you know, out here in the DMV, and it's just sad, man. And matter of fact, even seeing a lot of mess over by my old neighborhood is where the new church is going to be located. Seeing a lot of mess around there too, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm actually even thinking about starting a channel where I talk about spirituality. This is, I'm looking into it. I may just completely revamp DJ Wolf altogether. Because as much as I love doing my channel, and I'm still going to do the channel, I may tone it down a little bit on what I do on it, but as much as I love doing it, it's still going to be DJ Wolf Live. I'm just going to make a couple of changes. I definitely want to add another channel. Maybe either on YouTube or on here on Spreaker. Maybe do one on Blog Talk Radio. Right now, I don't know yet. I haven't quite got an audience yet for Blog Talk Radio. My Spreaker fans, I really appreciate you guys listening to me. Very much so. As well as YouTube. So I don't know about expansion yet on that until once I get that up and running. I'll see how it goes. I even thought about doing a Patreon channel for that. And that's basically to raise funds for different charities and stuff like that. I'm seriously considering doing that upgrade. But for certain, I am going to do a spiritual, religious type channel. You know, it's too much bad stuff going on here in this world, man. You got all this mess going on, and this is what really ticks me off. Is publicly, no one on Capitol Hill, no one in the White House, nope. Matter of fact, majorly no politicians I've heard of yet has talked about enacting serious legislation for stricter gun laws. Nothing. I've heard nothing about it. Not one iota. The media hasn't said much about it. You don't hear. I haven't heard too many people in the media talking against it. Talking for gun legislation. You know, nothing. That's scary. Because it's okay for you to sit there and celebrate the life of people who lost their lives out there, you know, in Vegas and all this other stuff. But yet, you won't do anything to honor their memory by enacting stricter gun laws. I don't get it. You know? So those people don't die in vain, you would think that's the one thing you would do. You know? Trump didn't say shit about that. You know, he just said, well, blah, blah, blah. He gave his condolences. That was it. You know, these politicians ain't about shit. I'm going to tell you, none of them are. None of them. They talk loud and saying nothing. That's all they've ever done. You know? That's all they've ever done. That's a damn shame. You know, the people who put your butt in those seats and pay your damn salaries are the same people you should be taking care of when stuff like this happens. And they don't give a goddamn, excuse my French, they don't give a goddamn about you. They don't. They really don't. Yeah. My colleague suggested even one point, why don't we just do away with guns anyway? You know, and I think that's a good point. I'm talking about, like, definitely assault rifles and most guns for the most part. Who the hell needs a assault rifle with a 50 round clip in it? Who needs that? Nobody. You know? And that's a good point. Why don't we just abolish guns altogether? Don't know if that's going to happen. You know? But something got to be done, man. I mean, we need to stop the talk. And I hate, this is what really pissed me off. I hate when people wait until stuff like this happens. All of a sudden they want to talk about, you know, we don't know. Maybe we should think about this. We should have been thinking about this a long time ago. You know? But I was telling somebody, you know, they would say, well, what was it going to take to change? I'm going to tell you what part of what's going to take to change. When politicians stop being greedy. When politicians realize, hey, you know, this stuff can affect my family too. You know? Maybe that's what's going to take for them to change. You know? I don't know. It's ridiculous. And it really saddens me on that. But I know one thing. We need to stop talking the talk and walk the walk. And do something that's going to be meaningful for the preservation of lives here. Because this is ridiculous, man. You know? It's a damn shame. Well, that's all I gotta say about it. I don't, like I said, I don't even want to dwell on talking about what happened in Vegas because it's enough media coverage to go around. You know, I've already said what I said proudly to people about my opinion on what happened. You know, because I think it was fucked up. And I also, you know, said what my theory is about what I thought why I thought actually was going down. I had to point out to a colleague of mine today, we were watching the news, and they showed the two windows. This is all, I ain't gonna say much more about it after this. They showed two windows busted out at the Mandalay Bay. Now, I will say this. I didn't stay at the Mandalay Bay last year in Vegas. I actually attended a show in Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay is a big hotel. So when I showed my colleague the two windows that were busted out, and you could see the windows were like, you know, damn near a mile apart from each other. They said this guy shot out of two different windows. Now, I kind of question that theory on that. You know, that's just me. I really do. Because those windows were way apart from each other. And I tried to tell my colleague, that whole thing, he said, well, he said he thought it was sweet. And I'm looking at the space between those two windows. That's an awfully big damn suite if that's a suite. That suite would have to cover half the damn floor. I don't know if any suites cover that, you know, or at least a fourth of the entire floor. You know, I mean, I don't completely doubt that part, but then again, I'm like, it was a lot of space between them windows, and they claimed that he shot out both of them. I'm like, I don't know about that. Plus the fact that it was reported that he had as many as 26 to 40 something odd weapons in the hotel. So I'm like, I don't know. I have doubts about part of what they said about that. I mean, I don't doubt that's possible, but I do doubt that he was the only person involved in that. I think it's more to it than that. We may know later. We may never know. But I don't know. So that's pretty much all I got to say about it. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.